And what do I just hear yesterday and today? Um, Headline: A new chance for Newark Facebook founder to give $100 million to failing school system. That's a hit. So then my dad comes, and I see my dad today. He does vending and stuff. He comes to my job and has a vending machine there. So he says, he's like, oh, I went to USF today. Well, I guess one of his accounts or something. He's like, I'm talking to one of the loan officers, and 4 out of 5 students, 4 out of 5 students who go in and apply, I need the college loan, or I need a loan to go to school, will not get a loan. Credit issue, whatever. They will not give them the loan. 4 out of 5 people. Multiple reasons, but one that he said was significant was their credit shot. At least to a level where they're not willing to loan to them. Who knows what that credit score is? So 4 out of 5 people who want to go to college, want to do that thing, which, by the way, they shouldn't be doing that now because this is going to be a complete failure. It'll be a waste of money. They'll be in debt the rest of their lives without a job for a while. So it's actually a blessing in disguise, if you want to look at it that way, that they got denied. Trust me. As sad as that is to say. But again, 1950, only 5% of the population had, I think, BAs, degrees. Today, 1 out of 4. 25% of the colleges or college grads or whatever will get that. Before it was 5%. Now it's 25%. You're competing with people that, you can't compete with. You just get out of school, you're not going to get a job. They're already out there looking for jobs. Trust me. You've got 10 years of experience? Yeah, we'll take you. And you got a college degree? Yeah, come on in. No problem. But we're not paying you, the old salary. We're going to have to pay you a little lower. So this college student who says, well, I'll be willing to work for that low salary anyways. Sorry. What experience do you got? Well, none, bozo. I just got out of college. Well, we'll take you as an intern for $12 an hour. I can't even pay back my loan for $12 an hour. Come on, be serious. No, we are serious. Bottom line, waste of time. Right now, anyways. So there's another hit. And then I want to read something that Cliff's friend, Cliff High's friend, Webbot guy, George mentions. And there's a guy named Patrick Gerald that is a phenomenal 2012 Mayan calendar, etc. expert researcher that has a theory he really didn't publish yet because he wasn't sure. Therefore, he didn't want to put it out on the web as some theory that he hasn't even had really any time to check. But now he's seen enough to where he says, I want to at least throw this out there as a theory. Let's pay attention and see if the theory's right or not. I think I've got something here. Let's just see. It says, a while back, an email from Patrick Darrow included the interesting note. On August 1st, the entire Earth-facing side of the sun erupted in a tumult of activity. There was a C3 class solar flare, a solar tsunami, multiple filaments of magnetism lifting off the stellar surface of the sun, large-scale shaking of the solar corona, radio bursts, a coronal mass ejection, and more. 3 days later, our planet Earth was hit with magnetic storms, yet not strong enough to dramatically disrupt life, yet strong enough to disturb certain GPS systems, which is what I was just telling you about. Researchers had predicted the eruptions to take place around July 31st, so that was 1 day off. Well, actually, not technically, because August 1st, so it's basically a day. Big deal. Missed it by a day as far as the research goes. Predicted it to take place around July 31st, yet didn't publish the prediction because, again, they weren't sure if they had something. It was the first time they found this little cycle, and they wanted to see what would happen. Sure enough, this event happened. So now they're saying we think we know when the next one is. And the next calculated date is October 27th, 2010. Which is interesting only because I think the Aztecs, or was it the Incas? It might be the Incas, actually. Everyone else, basically ancient people, had a calendar or some system that ended at this cycle I'm talking about, 2012, the 5,125-year cycle. Except the Incas said they thought it was October 28th, 2011. 1 year off. And again, and this next date is October 27th, 2010. Not 2011, so I don't even know why I'm telling you that, actually, so disregard that. It doesn't really matter. Patrick Gerald wrote in his book, The World Cataclysm in 2012, The Mayan Countdown to the End of Our World, about his discovery that the Mayans used the sunspot theory to count down to December 21st, 2012, which I agree. According to their calculations, the magnetic field of the sun would start changing at 10 bits of 87.45 days. So basically 87 and a half days before the end of the cycle, which is 2012, December 21st, 2012. When subtracting 10 times 87 and a half days from December 21st, 2010, we end up at July 31st, 2010, which was that date he predicted. On August 1st, 2010, the above-mentioned complex eruption took place on the sun, indicating changes to the magnetic field of the sun. Patrick had shared this calculated prediction with a few of his friends, but didn't publish it on his website. Now he did give Cliff or George permission to publish that, and now he's saying here's basically the cycle. So I went onto my calendar at the time on my Outlook on my computer and put in there that date, October, 27th or whatever. Actually, I did it a few days in advance just to remind myself to pay attention. But anyways, I wrote them down in my calendar, every single event. So if we find out that October 27th, plus or minus a couple days, something happens again on the sun that's significant, we got something here, and this guy found it, and this is great, because at least we'll know that these cycles come up. Now, keep in mind, Cliff High's Webbot, the latest report, I believe it was the last report, in August, mentioned something about, and it may have been the report before that, I don't remember, mentioned something about some kind of cycle in which these events happen, and there's going to be like an earthquake, and holy crap, it caused major damage, or whatever it is, flooding, something happened. Okay, we got that taken care of. It took us 3 months, or, almost 3 months to do it. We just got it back. Whew, thank God. And then another one hits. Oh my God, it's worse, or it's just as bad, and they got to go fix that, and it's all over the place happening. I don't have the report in front of me. I should have probably looked it up first, obviously, so I would know for sure what date he had, but man, I want to say it's almost the same date that's on this paper. 87 days or so, approximately. But I don't remember. So I'm going to give you the dates of maybe you want to put in your calendar, too. And again, I did approximately just a couple, 2-3 days before the real date. So August 1st was the real date. October 25th really is the 27th, but I put the 25th. Tuesday, January 18th, 2011. Thursday, April 14th, 2011, July 8th, 2011, October 2nd, 2011, December 26th, 2011, March 21st, 2012, June 14, 2012, September 8, 2012, excuse me, and December 2nd, 2012. Maybe you want to put that in your calendar just as a reminder. For me, I was just going through my calendar to put something in October, and I was like, oh, what's that down there at the 27th or the 25th? And I clicked on it, and I was like, oh, yeah, I forgot about that. When you study all this stuff like I do and a lot of you and a lot of people do, our brains can only retain certain things. And usually the really important stuff we do retain. And some of the somewhat important stuff we don't, and we can't. It's just our brains aren't capable of doing that. Some people are, the rare exception can remember all kinds of crap. And I do remember a significant amount of things, but as much as I'm reading every single day, I'm at work creating, modifying database applications and stuff. I got a lot of crap in my mind at any given day, so that's the beauty of technology. Use your calendar and your Outlook program, or whatever calendar you happen to have on your computer, and put in dates or put in reminders of things. Hey, someone said to expect something on this date. This guy has credibility or whatever, and then you can put that date in there and remind yourself. You can also, if you find articles that are like, oh, that's good, I want to keep that, email it to yourself, create a folder under your email, your inbox, and, I've got folders, 2012, 9/11, wireless stuff, electric scooters, just weird stuff, anything that I thought was interesting, and I put it there, and then periodically I go back through there, and I'm like, oh my God, I forgot about that, holy crap, yeah, that's right, and then it correlates with something else. I'm like, oh, you just constantly remind yourself, we're getting to a stage now where you just can't remember everything that's going on. Too much crap is going on in our lives. So anyways, that's all I got for you. As usual, I lied. Oh, this is going to be a quick video. This will probably be a quick one. Yeah, okay. Right. Like I can do that. And I really wanted to. Unbelievable. Anyways, take care.